Just stop. Stop hiding your pain. Stop hiding your mistakes. Stop hiding your truth. Stop hiding your dreams. Being afraid of being vulnerable is stripping you away from your greatest strength. Why are you even afraid to begin with? Are you afraid of what people might think? Because I get it. I've been there. But guess what? Hiding don't protect you. It actually keeps you stuck. And the reason why I know this is because I wore a mask for 95% of my life, okay? I smiled, I laughed, I joked around. I act like everything was just so fine, okay? Everybody was like, "How you doing?" "I'm doing good." Uh, I was lying. On the inside, I was carrying heartbreak. I was carrying loss. I was carrying grief. I was carrying doubt. And I thought, ooh, I fooled myself, baby. I thought that if I kept my struggles hidden, then I could control how people saw me. Isn't that just crazy to even think? Oh, if she doesn't see me in this way, then she doesn't have anything to talk about. What type of lie is that? But what I realized in hiding is that all it did was slow down my growth and it delayed my healing. Because I would just push it to the side and say, you know what, that didn't matter. Yes, it happened. I would even try to rewrite the story about how it happened so that I could pretend that it wasn't that bad. It wasn't until I began to actually speak up about my truth, face my pain head on, that allowed me to begin to properly heal. See, healing begins the moment that you stop hiding. I don't know who needs to hear that again. Healing begins the moment you stop hiding. So some may ask, oh, I'm not hiding. Just because I'm not talking about it doesn't mean that I'm hiding something. Yes, it does. Acknowledging your truth, even when it's uncomfortable, means that you're hiding. Releasing shame, doubt, fear, things that keep you playing small means that you're hiding something. Oh, that you feel unworthy, that you feel inadequate. You're hiding. Opening up to someone that you trust, even if you write it down in a journal, is something that is so important because it allows you to take intentional steps to reclaim your power and step fully into a space of peace and love. See, in the RISE framework, okay, you will learn how to face that pain head on and not only build strength, but emotional resilience because you'll be able to restore what are parts of you that feel broken and you'll be able to recreate them and experience your rebirth. And from that space, you'll be able to make intentional decisions. You'll be able to show up as the most authentic version of who you are and accept that version. Love on yourself, care on yourself, care for yourself. And as a result, your vulnerability, your vulnerability will not only bleed onto others in a positive way, that they'll be able to have their transformation, but it will also wake up something within them that allows them to see things that they've been through from a different perspective. And you want to know why I know that to be true? Because every time I stand in front of someone and tell them that I'm a crack baby, you know how many other people step up and say, I'm a crack baby too. So ask yourself, what am I hiding? And what would happen if I showed up as the most authentic, whole, and vulnerable version of myself? That way I can actually heal. What breakthroughs would even come from that? And not just your breakthroughs, but other people's breakthroughs. See, this is why I get upset about talking about vulnerability, because so many people fail to realize that your vulnerability ain't even about you. You're so stuck up in your ways and stuck up in your head that you're failing to realize that you being vulnerable ain't even about you. You're so worried about what somebody's going to think about you. You're so worried about if somebody's going to judge you. You're so worried about if somebody's going to look at you from a negative perspective, or you're going to be the topic of their conversation. So what? Why does that even matter? Oh, forgot, because you didn't heal yourself. So since you didn't actually start your healing journey, you are still operating from a state of feeling like you're not enough, feeling like you're not worthy. You have a low self-esteem. You have a low sense of self. Am I going too hard? Am I putting salt on the wound? Sorry, not sorry. Because it is very, very irritating to know that what you've been through can help heal somebody else, and you're so stuck in your pain that you can't even see that. You can't even see that you don't even have to carry it. You don't got to carry it. You don't got to carry it together with thinking you got it all together. And you most certainly don't got to carry it alone, thinking that you got to do it alone. You also don't have to pretend like it doesn't exist and keep lying to yourself, recreating stories that softens the blow just so that you don't have to feel the pain. Start healing. Step into your power. Step into your worth. Step into your truth. Live your life to the fullest and do it unapologetically. No questions asked.